Is the Maxpedition Micro Pocket Organiser the ultimate EDC pouch? We're going to be going through everything that's inside and helping you come to a decision. And as a bonus, I'm going to show you a sneak preview of my mini EDC pouch, so stick around to the end. So as we unzip this, guys, I want you to take note just how top quality this is by Maxpedition, all the mesh, the zip and all. Let's have a look what we've got inside. Now guys, as we dive into the contents of this pouch, if there's anything in here that you want to learn more about, I'll be leaving individual reviews in the top right corner. And if you want to actually purchase anything, I'll be leaving links to everything in the description below. So with that out of the way, guys, make sure you've smashed that like button and let's get into our first item, which is this EDC pocket screwdriver. And with this EDC screwdriver, you'll receive 8 different magnetic hex bits. There's 4 Phillips and 4 flatheads, all of which can fit in the chamber of this EDC screwdriver. Now, it's always good to have a notepad as part of your everyday carry, but this one in particular is very special. It's a write in the rain notepad, which means this thing can be written on wet or dry. And if you don't believe me, check out our latest review. Now you're probably wondering, hang on, you've got the notepad, but where's your pen? Well, it's actually cleverly disguised as this bullet. That's right, this is a Fisher Space Pen. And as you'll see, we can flip it open and it can become a pen just like that. And this thing can write upside down, through oil and grease, and through water as well, making it a perfect match for our EDC notepad. Now this next piece of everyday carry is super important, and that is to subscribe so you don't miss our next EDC review. Next up is another great tool to have as part of your everyday carry. This is a Prybar, and this particular one is made of titanium, making it extremely resilient. This model also features a bottle opener and an inbuilt hex driver, and it includes a double-sided bit with a Phillips and flathead attached. So you can simply thread this in to your Prybar and use it as a screwdriver accordingly. Next up, we have this mini everyday carry cleaning cloth, and I just use this to have on me at all times so that I've got a way to clean my glasses. Very handy indeed. Next up, we move on to 2 of our fundamentals of everyday carry, our knife and torch. But just before we do, guys, make sure you've liked the video and subscribed so you don't miss our next review. So let's start with the torch, guys. This is the i5T EOS by Olight, and this is the gorgeous limited edition Stardust colorway. It's got speckled silver and blue all over it, and it looks magnificent. The torch itself has a 15 lumen standard output, and it goes up to 300 lumens in a pinch, making it a great option for everyday carry. And if you haven't seen the review for this one, you don't want to miss it. And now for one of the most important parts of our ultimate EDC kit, and that is this Civivi button lock Elementum folding knife. And this thing is magnificent. The Civivi button lock Elementum has an extremely smooth single-handed deployment action and retraction. It has a 3.47 inch blade which cuts through paracord like butter. And by the way, guys, if you're going to EDC a hex bit driver, it is always handy to carry the required bits to make adjustments to your knife, which is why I've got this T6 and T8. And guys, as you would have noticed, I've also got these really cool transparent lanyard beads on some of my EDC items. If you want to get your hands on these, I've also left a link for them in the description below. So guys, just before we jump into the bonus sneak peek, let's summarize our thoughts on this topic. Is this Maxpedition Micro Pocket Organiser the ultimate EDC pouch? Well, one thing I will say is this thing is a little bit hefty to be considered a pocket organiser. It can squeeze in, however, my favourite use for it has been keeping it in the glove box of my car so that I'm always prepared. And that being said, given the diverse nature of all of the pockets and storage options of this pouch, along with the quality of the materials, I do believe this to be the ultimate EDC pouch. Now, as promised, guys, as a bonus, here is my mini EDC pouch. And as you can see, this thing is about half the size of the Maxpedition Micro, and it truly is pocket-sized. Now, guys, we won't have time to go through everything in this pouch, so I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek. And I want you to know that everything that you see in here has been meticulously chosen to be as microscopic as possible. So, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out when we review this mini EDC pouch. And because you're a fan of EDC, I'm leaving you with our EDC playlist and this EDC recommendation that you're not going to want to miss. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.